everybody, Mac here, and as you can see, once again, we are down in the kitchen. We are not in the studio slash toy room where I normally film, so I have the headset on again. Otherwise, you would get a really bad tinny echo down here since I'm so far away from the camera. Now, what we are doing right now, and I've never done this before, and I know I said I would never wanted to get into movie reviews when we talked about Wonder Woman 1984, but what I want to do now, first time ever, is a trailer reaction to the new Godzilla Vs Kong trailer that dropped like this past week. And I know at this point many of you have probably seen it already. You've seen other trailer reactions, reviews, analysis, blah, blah, blah. I have not watched this yet. I want to just try this out because for some reason the internet really likes reaction videos. Who knew? So I'm actually really excited about this. Some of you who have been watching for a while know that Godzilla is one of my top 3 fandoms. In fact, it's my first fandom. I remember watching Godzilla movies when I was a kid, back in the late 70s, early 80s. And it really was the first thing that I became a fan of, and I was getting toys and collectibles and things of that, for as long as I can remember. So, with me for this, we have our original Godzilla, our Playmates Kong from Kong Skull Island, and this big Bandai Godzilla Final Wars that we'll be taking a look at sometime in the near future. But for now, I want to try this out, do this trailer reaction, see how this goes. Who knows? Maybe we'll have some fun. So, let's make sure the volume isn't killing us. Let's pull back one so I can actually hear this. And here we go. Okay. Starting with a destroyed city. That's a good way to start.
We have to take it.
Huh. I like that. That's interesting. That's like shades of the original Kong vs. Godzilla.
The world needs him to stop what's coming. And this child, she's the only one he'll communicate with.
I knew that they had a bond. She had nowhere to go, so I made a promise to protect her. And I think
So she'll play a big role.
Kong did the same.
I like that. Oh yeah, here comes my man. Oh! Oh! Did not see that coming. Oh!
It's Godzilla.
Oh! Oh, this is just a straight up slobber knocker. Oh!
These are dangerous times.
Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people and we don't know why.
There's something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
I'm of the same opinion.
Hey, MBB's back.
The myths are real. There was a war. And they're the last ones standing.
I keep reaching for greatness because I'm built from it.
Who bows to who?
Nobody gonna stop me.
Kong bows to no one.
What? Oh! All right. Let's mute this. And let's do this again, and let's talk about a few things. First of all, starting with a crumbling city. Very good way to start the trailer for a monster movie. I really like that. Now this right here, where they have Kong on this barge, this is actually shades of the original Godzilla vs. King Kong from, I think, the early 60s, where they went to Skull Island, they basically drugged Kong, and they put him on a barge, and they sailed him, hauled him back to Japan to fight Godzilla. Now this girl in the trailer, they say they have some kind of bond, so I'm guessing she's one of the natives of Skull Island that we saw in Kong Skull Island. So maybe she's going to be that human connection, because I really like this with the fingers touching. She's so small. Kong is obviously much bigger this time around than in Skull Island. And remember, oh wait, this right here, this I wasn't ready for. That surprised me, because if you remember in Godzilla 2014, when he was coming up on the Navy fleet, and I think he was coming broadside of the carrier, you saw the dorsal fins break the water, and he dove underneath it. And this one, he just plowed right through it, and then this happens. That's awesome. Look at him scrambling to claw his way up onto the deck of the ship. And then, boom. Here comes the noise. Knocks him off. He's in the water, which is his element, and poof, this is cool too, where he just splits the barge. But like I was saying, so the barge is very much a callback. They make mention that there's something aggravating, something controlling Godzilla, so I'm really curious to see what that is. Right here, they talk about a war, and then Kong has that handprint. So it looks like we're bouncing back and forth between Tokyo, which I'm assuming is that big neon Technic city. I'm guessing that's going to be Tokyo right here. And it looks like they also go back to Skull Island. Now, I'm curious if some of this Skull Island footage is supposed to be like flashbacks, or before they pick him up and bring him back, and the main fight happens on the ocean and in Tokyo. I can't imagine what's up with that handprint. Because if that fits him now at full size, that's a big handprint. He wouldn't have made that handprint like back in the Kong Skull Island era. So maybe it was one of his parents, his predecessor. Who knows? Maybe there was a whole race of Kong. I don't know. No, I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. And I'm really hoping that the theaters are open whenever this movie comes out, because Wonder Woman 1984 I didn't mind watching on my TV here, but like, it's Kaiju, it's Godzilla, it's King Kong. You want to see it on the big screen. So I'm really hoping the theaters will be open again when it's time. But this is good. I'm really excited about it, and I feel like they're going to continue that rise where the movies get better and better as they progress. Like, I still think King of the Monsters is going to be my favorite, just because it's Godzilla versus Ghidorah, and that always holds a special place in my heart. But I think this is going to be a good one. I also feel like there's a lot they're not showing us. Like, there's two things at the end of King of the Monsters that they teased for the sequel. One of them was the egg with Mothra, and the other one was Mecha Ghidorah. So they were talking about how Godzilla, something is agitating him, something is controlling him. It might be that guy whose name I can't remember right now. It might be that guy, the villain who survived from Godzilla or King of the Monsters, who bought the head of Ghidorah, and he's using that same tech that they had in the previous movie to try and control him, to follow through with the plan that failed in the last movie. It doesn't look like there's other kaiju in here, and they had talked about there was a war and these are the last two standing, so I don't know if this takes place, if there's like a time jump or what, and they've sort of like either killed the other kaiju or the other kaiju have gone back into hibernation. I don't know. I'm curious to see how that plays out. We also didn't see anybody from the team, the science team from the previous movies. Like, we didn't see that guy who was cracking me up in the last movie. In 6 minutes it's going to be a bad day to be a Red Sox fan. That guy, And we also didn't see the twins that found Mothra. And we know the twins are there, and we know the twins usually are tied to Mothra. So I feel like there's going to be a return of Mothra. I feel like we're going to get to see Mecha King Ghidorah, which I'm all about seeing that on the big screen. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. I think there's a lot that they haven't shown us, which I'm okay with because I really hate when trailers spoil the movie. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you excited for this? Are you hoping the theaters will be back open? Did you see something that maybe I missed watching this? Because like I said, this is the first time. I was just absorbing it and reacting to things. I didn't really have a chance to analyze too much of anything. But let me know what you think. Talk about it down below. And until next time, play well, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.